Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Neglected and Trained by Gods? And yeah, guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, I would like to give shout outs to Harshil Agarwal for suggesting this idea. This is basically his idea, and the guy who suggested me his idea after 7 days of wait was Michael. And thank you to you as well, and I apologize to Herschel for making him wait and not making his idea. So I hope you like this one, and if you do, then all of you please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. We're almost at 12,000 subscribers. 1200, really? Yeah, our family is growing day by day, and I'm really happy about that. It's quite motivating. And aside from that, I hope you enjoyed today's story. Now, enough of my yip yapping. Let's begin with our today's story, shall we? Our story begins 5 years after the QB attack in Konoha Sato, as we go inside the Uzumaki Namikaze compound, as a slap was heard, as a red-headed woman with violet eyes could be seen glaring down at a child with blonde hair and blue eyes, whose eyes were in tears. But I didn't do it. Shut up, Naruto. Go downstairs in the basement. You're grounded again. But didn't you understand your mother, Naruto? Go there. Can't you see that you're causing trouble again and being a hindrance to everyone? As after Naruto went down, closing the door, hiding his tears, Menma and Mito, two redheads with blue eyes, smirked. Got him. As Mito then said, Mom, you didn't have to do that. Acting all the way as Menma followed. He deserved this. How could he destroy your books? I mean, we got him his, right? Yeah, we did, Minato said. Seriously, what is wrong with that kid? He was nice and all and quiet kid, but now he's just a hindrance. As after that, there was a knock on the door. As Naruto was listening in, because it was already our boss, as some guests have arrived and they were laughing and talking. As Naruto peeked through the door, and it was none other than Jiraiya and Tsunade. As Jiraiya was laughing. So, how are my two goody two shoes are doing? They're growing up so fast and great. What about the other one? Tsunade asked. I don't know what happened to him. He was a quiet kid, but now he's just a hindrance. As Tsunade was taken aback by that. What do you mean by that? As Kushina began to explain the so-called Naruto's deed, like destroying his siblings' books and trashing their rooms and putting pranks everywhere, even the Anbus and even Minato, and at one time almost burning the scroll of sealing. What? That is outrageous. The scroll contains the legacy of my grandfather. You better discipline that kid, Kushina. If he ever comes in front of me, I will not tolerate this and will discipline him for you. Yeah, I am disciplining him. He will get no dinner today. But I didn't eat the whole day today, Naruto thought as he was crying. Maybe you should ditch the kid, said Jiraiya, if he's being such a hindrance and, black spot in the family name. I guess you're right. Uzumakis did have a ritual in which they banished out the black sheeps. Really? Tsunade said. Yes. I should have known that. Because Uzumaki clan was full of perfect people. I guess we can do that to Naruto and put him in an orphanage. He's not fit for our family. Maybe he will live a normal life, away from this mess. As Minato said, as Kushina was taken aback, what do you mean mess? Our family is a mess, Minato, to you? He's the one who's causing this all trouble to our family. He's the main hindrance, and he's the one who's containing the damn soul of the damn QB. Well, these two are containing the chakra and heroes of the village, while he's regarded as a pharaoh, said Kushina. You know about his treatment to the village? Yes, of course I do, and I fully support it. You see, it is as if hurting him hurts the QB. I can sense it. As Tsunade said, what kind of bullshit logic is that? I don't know, Kushina, but I feel it. QB is getting hurt. So, you want us to kill Naruto basically? No. Let's just ditch the kid and leave. We have to train them, as said, and they need training properly, and we cannot tolerate any hindrance, said Kushina. Wow, I thought that she might be angry at this idea, but she is full on board on it. As Minato then smiled. Okay then, it is decided. As after that, Naruto was banished from his clan and family and was stripped from the Uzumaki through a ritual as well. As Kushina dropped Naruto off to the orphanage, as he looked back at his family as they were leaving. Please, don't leave me. You're not my son anymore. You're nothing more than a hindrance, Naruto. You should have not been born. Don't blame me, blame the fate. Because fate has chosen you as nothing more than a disregardful bastard son. You're not my son anymore. As Minato then said, please let go of my wife, or Anbu will deal with you as they would for a threat. As after that, Naruto fell to the ground as he was crying. Time skip. 1 month later, the Uzumaki Namikaze family with the two Sanins were enjoying their break. As Risen Sarutobi, the third Hokage, was also busy with his work, ignoring the fact that one child had lost everything, for the reason he did not even knew and could understand properly. And not only that, it wasn't his fault, but the people didn't knew that. As Kami, Yami, and Shinigami were watching this, they were already outraged, way beyond control, and were the edge of breaking their own laws that they had created. One more deed, and that will be the final straw. And that deed came way too soon, as it was Naruto's 6th birthday, 1 year later, after they were gone. Naruto was living in a cellar, all by himself in ragged clothes, as he was kicked out of the orphanage. You live in the streets, you damn rat. Your demon's kind is not needed here. What? But where I will go? I have nowhere to. I don't care. Just leave, you son of a bitch. As after the damn martyrs slammed the door shut on Naruto's face, Naruto became scared, as he was now hiding in an alleyway, sleeping near a dumpster, crying his soul out to anyone who will help him go through this hell. Why was he the one who had to go through this? What kind of deed did he deserve to go through this hell? He always asked this question for the past previous year, and even before that. As Naruto fell asleep crying to himself, but woke up to a sudden pain at both of his hands and legs, to see that he was impaled to the wall with nails, as two men were hammering into his body. Started screaming, "Stop, please!" Did you stop when you were attacking our village, QB? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not the QB. As suddenly a seal master arrived. Wait, he doesn't know. Let's show him. As a seal emerged in our stomach, you see this is you, QB. Your soul is sealed inside this shell, and today you will die alongside the shell. But I'm me, I'm Naruto. You're not Naruto. Do not disregard my sensei's son name, said the silver-haired Jonin, as he slammed a Chidori straight through his heart. As then the third Hokage arrived. At the same time, while the people were hanging down, beating on Naruto, his ribs were broken. Every part of his body was broken. What the hell are you doing to a kid? He's nothing more than a demon, Hokage-sama. His own family left him. They are idiots. Fools. He could be used as a weapon. You all are idiots. If he cling on to a little bit of hope, Naruto was listening this all, as he was close to fainting. As he cried, why him? Who could have cursed his fate to be this cruel? Did Kami or anyone out there was hating on him for something as such as being born? Should he really haven't been born? As after that, suddenly the three goddesses arrived. The final straw was broken. Enough! As the three women appeared through vortex. Who are you? As with a single snap, all of them fell to the ground, but they were standing there. I am Kami. As they were looking down at their bodies. What have you done? As all of them yelled out, Kai, 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 but nothing was happening. You really are Kami, said Hiruzen, understanding this. I'm here to take this child away from you. You have caused yourself to be doomed. Consider this whole elemental nation? No, sister. A Shinigami appeared. Meet my sister Shinigami, said Kami. This whole universe is doomed. It needs to be replaced. Too much innocent blood has been shattered, and he will be our champion. As Kyuubi's soul emerged out, as thanks to Kami's will, thank you, Kami-sama, as the Kyuubi turned into fox goddess Inari. Inari-sama, the goddess of foxes. What are you doing inside the child? I was, in my mortal form, the form in which I exist inside this plane as Kyuubi. In reality, my name is Inari, the fox goddess, and the goddess of life and vitality, and you have incurred my wrath because of hurting an innocent child. What? We were hurting an innocent child? Yes, and now there is no hope for all of you left. As suddenly, Inari then summoned upon her chakra because she could have done that all along, but she was testing Naruto and testing these humans as per will of Kami, Yami, and Shinigami because they were fed up of thousands of years of war and bloodshed and innocent death. For what? To satisfy their egos? No, not anymore. As Menma and Mito suddenly fell to the ground as their chakra was leaving their body. That means Naruto is dead. The Kyuubi is released. Oh no. Damn you, Kushina! Because of you, I followed your lead, and look what happened. An innocent child died. Said Tsunade, as Minato followed suit. But you and your hatred, shove it down, Kushina! I lost an innocent son because of you. Wait, it's not my fault. You are also at fault. You also believed in my word. You were also a seal master. Stop playing the blame game. He's gone. So what? The childs of prophecy are here. Fuck you, Jiraiya, and your prophecy. What's so special about them now? Their chakra is gone. You're right. They're not anymore. We have to go back to the village and see what is happening. As Menma and Mito heard this, it was their brother, and not the Kyuubi as their mother had told them. It was Kushina all along who had been planning to sabotage Naruto every moment, and it was her who planned all the pranks and everything, and then willingly listened to their children blaming Naruto to satisfy her ego. And now everything was crashing down on her. All her life she thought that Naruto was the Kyuubi, but now Kyuubi was free, meaning Naruto was dead. As Kami then said, before leaving, I have to summon some people to give them the final warning. You have just invited your own death, people. It is all up to Naruto, because we will train him and mold him into the perfect god by teaching him ourselves and by the god killer. No, not him. Who is she talking about? Kratos. He is from the Greek mythology. He killed all of his gods and their sons, and then moved towards the Norse mythology, going down, hanging hammer on even our mythology, Arod mythology, and only 3 goddesses remained, and he was sealed away. Yes, me, Shinigami, and Yami were the only ones who remained and are his watchers as his prisoner. His prison. As everyone was shocked. If Naruto got the training from him and wanted the revenge on them, they are all doomed. Yes, you are all. As then Minato, Kushina, and Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Menman Mito arrived there as well. What is going on? Who are you? As Shinigami picked up Naruto, who was still breathing, as Kyuubi was standing there. Kyuubi? Hello, Kushina. It's been a while. What have you done to my son? Your son? I'm sorry. Last time I heard, you thought I was him. Quite foolish of you, being considered even a seal master. Mito will be so proud of you, and so will be your parents. They already despise you. And to use that forbidden clan technique in which they only banish the rapists. So petty of you, Kushina. As Minato was listening to this, and so was Tsunade and everyone, they were outraged by this. Congratulations, because of you, the whole elemental nations is now going to be destroyed. It is all your fault. As after that, Naruto was taken by them. As Kushina looked down, as everyone began to mutter down, she should be punished. She has angered the gods. Even going as far as to banish her child from the clan, just because of what? Thinking that he's the QB? She made us believe that. I'm divorcing you. What? You can't. No. I have enough. Let me enjoy the rest of my life in peace, or at least which of it is left. Thanks to you, the whole elemental nation is doomed. I guess it is. Reason, contact every village leader for a Kage summit. This must be told to everyone. As we go towards the heavens to see that Naruto was being healed instantly, as Naruto woke up, where am I? Don't worry, Naruto. You're safe now. Where is this? This is heaven. Oh, so I died. Finally, the nightmare ended. As all of the ladies there felt their heart wrench. No, Naruto, you're alive. Is this a dream then? No. You are really here and alive. We brought you here, silly. And now we are going to train you and mold you into the perfect male. And not only us. As the gates opened to a cell that appeared out of nowhere, him as well. As a man with beard, which was now white, stood in front of Naruto. He was wearing nothing but hiding his legs, as well as wearing leather sandals, as he had two huge knives on his back that seemed to be levitating there, and an axe as well. As he then said, so you finally decided to let me go. Very kind and generous of you. Only on one condition, Kratos. What you did was a mistake, we all know, but you was supposed to be punished for an eternity. And we all know that an eternity is too short for you. I was holding back there. I could have broken free if I wanted to, but I didn't. Wanna know why? As all of them got on guard. Why? Because I chose to stay there. Away from the madness of those gods out there. I have enough. Being labeled as the God Butcher is enough. And that pathetic God Butcher that he calls himself. He appeared in front of me, saying that I'm the God of War who needs to die. With a single blow, I killed him and destroyed his necro sword. I know. Gore the God Butcher, you killed him. I have killed many gods. You wanna know why I left you alive? Because you were pure, not tainted, and only were doing your job justly. That is why you're alive, while the rest of them were corrupted to the core. And I smell corruptness everywhere from this domain again. Why is that? Elemental nations. So you want me to destroy them? It will be a piece of cake. I really want to stretch my limbs. No, we want you to train him. Who? This boy? Yes, he is Naruto. He has been through hell. At this stage, I highly doubt it, as Naruto's memories were transported through Shinigami into Kratos' mind. Oh my god. What kind of monsters are they? I really would kind of want to go there and destroy them myself. Naruto has only that privilege. We will train him and mold him into the perfect male, while you train him in the battle and combats and turn him into the god he deserves to be now. So you're blessing him with immortality and turning him into a god? Yes. And bring him to a primordial level as well. That high, huh? I get it. It is a done deal. I will train him. Get ready for hell, kid, because you're going through it again. As Naruto gulped. He's joking, Naruto. He's only meant training. Oh. As we go down back to the earth, to see that the five Kages have gathered around, as 1 month has passed since then Naruto's disappearance and the whole Kami fiasco. As Minato was done talking, explaining to them, so, let me get this straight, A said. Your wife blamed your son, who held the QB's soul, as he was the QB, yes, A. And you all believed her. Why? Because she was the perfect seal master and was the one who sealed the QB by splitting it in half. So I kind of believed her. You didn't even check yourself. Wow. So the poor kid lived a quite healthy quote-unquote life there, he said, emphasizing healthy as Minato flinched. And after the beatdown, Kami, Yami, and Shinigami had enough with you and took that kid and blamed all of us for this. Not all of us. It's basically all of us, said Yagura. Because of your mistake and Konoha's mistake, we all are going to suffer now. And it is God's wrath. How the hell are we going to supposed to fight them? They could literally wipe us out if they want to, Minato. And it is because of your mistake that we're at these steps of already being extinct. You know that Kami also said that it was because of what we have been doing for the past thousands of years, fighting against one another, killing innocent people. Maybe she is right. I've divorced Kushina and parted my ways with her, and so have my children. I'm not taking care of them, and neither is Kushina, because they also blame her, and Kushina is left alone in a psychiatric ward because she blames herself for now everything that is happening and has a voodoo doll of Naruto, also cursing him for ever being born and bringing this down on her and destroying her perfect life. Pathetic woman. So much for the Red Death. Well, I gotta say, it is quite close to her name what she has done. She has red hair and brought death upon everyone. As everyone chuckled, as Minato felt ashamed as he clenched his fist. So, what are we going to do? Just sit back and relax now? Yes. If we prove to Kami that we are redeemable, maybe, just maybe, we might be forgiven. Because God has been merciful to us all those years ago. Why can't she be now? Minato does have a point. So what do you want us to do? Oniki said for the first time. Just sit aside, play happy after what you have done to my family? No. I apologize to all of you, but I can't just sit back and play happy with this punk while he's the one who has caused all of this and his bitch of a wife, ex-wife, has done this mess. I am out. You have done this, you have built a grave for everyone, and now you'll be the first one to dig in and lay in it, because we're causing a war upon you. So are we, said Sunagakure's leader, Rasa. Rasa, you're our ally. Was ally. I'm now allied to Eva. I guess if those two are, so is Kumo. And so is Kiri. You can't do this to us. I am here to give you a warning. Because of your mistakes. All of our mistakes. Kami is enraged at all of us. It is not because of what Kushina did. That is only the fraction. It is because of... Minato, calm down. As Minato began to hyperventilate. As Hiruzen said, can't you all understand that he's going through a lot? He lost his son. Son? Yeah, right. If he ever thought of that boy as his son, he wouldn't have done that. Willingly ignore and let all those people beat at him. When even he was 2 years of age. If that something like that ever happened to inside my village to a boy, I would have butchered them down, regardless of them being my villagers. As Konoha's side of shinobis felt ashamed. And Kushina wasn't the only one who was being blamed. It was Kakashi as well, because he was the one who planned all of this, as he was crowned by all of his friends or previous friends now, because of what he has done and caused their doom. As after that, 1 week later, we go back to Konoha to see that Minato was sitting inside the council chamber. So, what did they say? They're going to start a war upon us. All 4 villages against us? Danzo said, yes. Congratulations. 4th Hokage has just literally destroyed our village alongside his family. It was because of that bitch Kushina, and not only her, that cursed boy Naruto. He shouldn't have never been born. You still think it is Naruto's fault? It was all of your fault. Our fault? We were just following your orders, as you said. And I was following my wife's will, just to keep her happy. And to keep her happy, you enraged Kami. Congratulations, Minato. You just dug our graves. We have to deal with Kami and Shinigami and Yami at one point, and at the same time, we have to deal with all 4 villages. So what? Your children, they are the prophesized heroes, as Jiraiya said in his prophecy or something. One civilian said, can't they save us? Yeah, they should be the one who's fighting for us because they're the prophesized children. It is not as simple as that. They do not have any training. All the chakra that had been stored in them of Kyuubi was taken back once Kyuubi was freed from Naruto. We do not know if Naruto is dead or not. He might be training and plotting revenge on us as we speak. To be honest, that kid, after what he went through, what a drag. I know I'm gonna get quite a lot of earful from all of you. Kinda deserve this, you know? Deserve revenge on us. Shikaku, how could you say that? I know what we did to the kid was wrong, but really? Destroying the whole elemental nation, isn't it quite a bit too much? I think so too, but what a drag. It's too troublesome to explain, okay? We all have some shit that we have swept under the rug, and I guess that also enraged Kami to no end. We also have done some sins in the past, all of us. All of us are not clean. And same could be said for everyone inside this room. Aren't I right? And if you speak like this, isn't it obvious that everyone in this world has done sins? Yes, we all have killed. And by accident, at one point we have killed an innocent as well. So, how many people are in this world? And even if each and every shinobi or konoichi has killed one person who is innocent, how many innocent people do you think have died? Millions. And that is why Kami, Yami, and Shinigami is enraged, because those innocent souls have demanded justice upon us all. And I guess this is coming back to bite us now. Your explanation is way too complex, Shikaku. How are we going to calm the civilians down? Fuck them, I say. What? Excuse me? Civilians said. Yeah, fuck them. They're the ones who were blaming the kid, not us. We were just neutral and sitting back, not helping him, not doing anything. As you said, you were the one who were told the same thing as well. But you didn't listen, you took it up a notch. So why not? Enjoy now our doom as well, and live the life we have to the fullest. I kind of agree with Shikaku, said Yashi. To think that we, the Yugas, would die like this. It's been an honor serving all of you. As after that, one by one, each and every clan left. Hokage-sama, you can't let them go. We have to do something about this. How can you fight a god at 3 goddesses who are enraged and hell-bent on bringing down everything on you? 4. Inari as well. Inari, the goddess of life. What are you going to do now? The goddess of death, the goddess of worlds, the goddess of revenge, and the doomed, as well as now the life itself, are against us. How are we going to fight them? There's no way to fight them. We have nothing more than to do now, just to wait. As Minato again got up and said, I'm leaving. As Ruzan walked besides him, leaving the room. You're going to visit her again? Yeah, I have to. As downstairs in the 18 basement floor, there was a single cell. As the cell opened, Kushina. Minato, you're back. Is Naruto home? Can I go now? Is he okay? Naruto isn't here. He's taken, remember, because of our mistakes. Lies. It wasn't my fault. Yes, it was Kyuubi's, Inari's fault. She tricked us all. Minato, you have to believe me. I want my son back. I want my family back. You can't have it, Kushina. The damage is done. Your children didn't want anything to do with you. They have already confessed what you have done. And not only that, Kami has confessed your sins by proof. How can you deny that, when even the god is against you? As Kushina sat down, crying in despair. Eat this if you want to live, and meet Naruto one day to ask for his forgiveness. Otherwise, I don't care if you die in the cell. With those words, Minato left, as Kushina finally began to eat, in hopes to meet Naruto so she could apologize for what she has done. On the other side, 3 years more passed as Naruto has grown up, as we see him fighting in a white plane with Kratos, as Kratos has given him the blades of chaos while he was fighting with the frost axe. As Kratos was then slashed across the cheek as Naruto smirked. That's it, kid. He threw away his frost axe as the Spartan rage incurred, as he yelled and dashed towards Naruto, tackling him down to the ground and punching him again and again as Naruto then raised again, as a primordial blue energy leaked from his body, sending Kratos flying back, as Naruto flew into the air and dashed towards Kratos and punched him like One Punch Man, sending him away miles into the rubble, as Kratos coughed some blood. You're getting good, boy, but you're far from enough to give me that much of a damage. Says old man who got bleeding now. That's it. You're going down, punk. As Kratos then unleashed the full potential of Spartan rage and hammered down Naruto with a single punch. Naruto said, as Naruto woke up after 5 minutes of blackout. What happened? You blacked out again. I told you. You are strong. Give you that, but not that much of a fight. But mortals level, you're already what they call the Kami no Shinobi. Or am I stronger than him? And up to par with Kami if you fight her alone. But against me, you're nothing right now, kid. I will come close to you, Sensei, or surpass you. I wish you do, boy. I wish you do. After that, Naruto returned back home as Kratos built a cabin in the woods that was created by Kami as he wanted to stay there. It reminded him of his time with his son and his wife Freya. As Naruto returned to his cabin, as he was suddenly hugged and was put into the breast of a woman who had white hair. Kami-chan, what are you doing? Well, Naruto-kun, you're back after a hard day. Want to take a bath with me? No, you're not taking him to the bath. He's going with me, said Shinigami, who had a darkened tone like a dark elf, and also had purple hair and golden eyes. Nope, said the Inari as she also arrived there, as she had golden hair with golden tails now, as orange was only in her eyes with slits, which were red. He's going to take a bath with me, as then Yami appeared from beneath and tucked down Naruto to the grave through a black portal. That idiot, Kami said as all of the girls followed them to see that Yami was enjoying Naruto in a bath, as a plushie. I'm not your plushie, Yami-chan. Shut up, Naruto, you are. Yami, this is the final time you have done that. As Kratos was hearing this all. Young life. Freya, I miss you, honey. I hope that kid is doing well now, said Kratos as he was reminded of his son Atreus. He was 22 when Kratos left on his quest to kill out even the Japanese gods. But he ended it after killing the corrupt ones who invaded his home and tried to kill his son. As after that, he fell asleep again. The next morning came and their training regimen began. While Naruto was training hard in the weaponry and mastery of Blades of Chaos and Spartan Rage, as well as his primordial powers that were granted to him by the goddesses, Naruto was also being molded to act like a proper god. So he had to deliver justice and judgment to all those in the elemental nations. As the final day came after 4 more years when Naruto was at the age of 14, as he was wearing white clothing, as he was wearing the Blades of Chaos on his back, and had the frost axe that Kratos gave to him on his hip. As Naruto was bowing to the grave of the Kratos decided to pass away because he was happy to find out that he had grandchildren, great grandchildren now. Atreus has passed away as well. Even though he was a half god, he was still a half mortal in this fic, if he wasn't in the original game. So yeah, please don't judge me. On to the story now. As Kratos decided that he had to give up the godhood, so he gave all of his powers to Naruto as well, while turning back to a mortal, was already old enough and died. Naruto buried him there. I will make you proud, Sensei, Naruto said, as Kami, Yami, and Shinigami and Inari arrived. It is time, Naruto. As after that, Naruto and all of them disappeared and appeared above the sky, above Konoha. As Naruto then, with a single hand, made a white ball and dropped it to the ground, as the whole 5 elemental nations shifted and came together in front of him. As all the Kages and every shinobi was there now. Every person in the whole elemental nation was there. The minor villages were also there now. What is going on? Said everyone. As Naruto then said, those who were innocent will live in heaven, as the souls of the innocent were extracted without any pain. As Fu and the other Jinchurikis who had gone through this, and many orphans who have gone through wrongdoings, and many women and males were all taken, as many of the souls were cut down. Now only those remain who have committed sins. Naruto, I'm not your son. I am the god of justice. the primordial of time. Naruto, as now I am here to give judgment to you all. You have been deemed all corrupted to no end. All of you have dirt on you. As if dirt, I mean murder of innocent, blood of innocent. You have all started this all the way back to the clan warring era. It was at the peak. So that is where I'm going to change things. Change things? The Five Kage said. What do you mean by that? I'm going to destroy this world and this universe because all those innocents were taken now, and you will all feel pain for eternity to be remaining in space. Whenever you die, you will be resurrected to not being able to breathe again. You think we'll go down without a fight? As Naruto said, extraction. As blue orbs came out of their body, as all of them were taken back to Naruto. As Minato, Menma, and Mito were seeing this all. As Minato stopped his son as he dashed towards Naruto. You think we're afraid of you, dope? You're nothing more than a piece of shit that lived underneath my feet. You don't deserve that power. I'm the one who deserves that power. You are nothing more than a dirt. You're nothing more than a stain. You are nothing. Get it? Without those Uzumaki named you're... As Naruto then threw his frost axe as it was impaled in Menma's forehead, cutting down through his nose and lips. As Menma froze, literally, as the frost axe was called back, as Menma broke into many pieces in front of everyone. Enough. Judgment. Hellhammer. Down, as a huge ripple appeared from the center, breaking the earth like we break nutcrackers. I mean nuts through crackers. As the whole earth shattered, as all those without chakra were now in the space like chickenless heads, gasping for air, but there wasn't any to catch. As Naruto then appeared in front of Kakashi. You are the one who impaled me, right? Please have mercy, Kakashi said. I am doing you mercy. By keeping you alive, aren't I? I have given you immortality. Y'all will feel this pain forever and revolve around this whole galaxy like relics while I create a new reality in which stratosphere you cannot enter. As Kakashi died, passed out because of not oxygen, when he woke up again, because he had to live through again this scenario over and over again for all eternity, he was impaled by metal nails to a huge rock which was now shattered part of Earth, as he was revolving around the sun, being burned to crisp and then regenerating and doing the same thing again and again. Enjoy your life, Kakashi. As Mito and Kushina were also dealt with by this, to the coldest part of the universe. As for Minato, he remained alongside everyone who remained neutral. The civilians were sent through the sun to be burnt and brought back to life again and again to go through that pain. It will only increase 10 times for them whenever they are resurrected. As after that, Naruto was now floating there where the previous earth and elemental nations was supposed to be. I have to go and do one deed more. There are beings who have committed sin. As Naruto went to the moon and destroyed it, as Kage appeared in front of him. My lord, please have mercy on me. I abandoned that clan. I didn't want to be a part of it, but you did kill many innocents. Didn't you? In my quest to defeat them all, I have done mistakes. Please, my lord. As Kaguya finally looked at Naruto to see that he was the most beautiful 14-year-old she has ever seen. Please save me. I beg of you for mercy as well as salvation. Fine, you're given. Both, Naruto said, as Kamiyami and Shinigami and Inari were pleased. Where are the Otsuzukis? Living currently. As Naruto was taken there by Kaguya, as the whole planet was now massacred again. There wasn't a single Otsutsuki left aside from Kaguya now. As after that, Naruto then said, now it is time to create the perfect world. As Naruto then created an earth, as he fast forwarded the time, as the same people were born again, as the warring era again began, but now came down to Madara and Hashirama. As Naruto stopped the time, now it is time for me to reunite them all under my banner. and no one is going to stop me. As Naruto then came down on Earth and was reborn again into a human form. Hmm, so this is my human form, huh? As Kami was born into Hashi Senju's form, as Yami was born into Tobi Senju's form, the both sisters who were born 1 year apart, and Naruto was their third brother, huh? I guess I'm born into the Senju clan. As Naruto saw, the two people that resembled Senjus were there with the Senju clan symbol. I see. As on the Uchiha side, as Madara Uchiha, Inari was born, and as Izumi Uchiha, Madara's little sister, Shinigami was born. As goddesses were also reincarnated there. As time passed, they all reunited again. So I see. You all have reincarnated again. Yes, we have, Naruto. So, where is Kaguya? As Kaguya appeared from a Yuga clan daughter, as her name was Hitomi Yuga. Greetings, Naruto-sama. I am Kaguya, also known as Hitomi Yuga, the princess of the Yuga clan in this timeline. I see. You know all of your missions now. Bring your rank to the max, and then we will be strong enough to form an alliance and gather everyone around to join under the banner of Uzushio Gakure. Uzushio Gakure, but it is already created, Naruto. Said Hashi Senju. I know. That is why when Lamito comes here to marry me, because I know in the previous life Hashirama was married to her, but in this timeline, because you are reincarnated into their fetuses, you have turned into girls. I see. So she will come here to marry you this time. As when Naruto and his sisters returned, sister wives at least, they saw that the Uzumakis were there, as Naruto met Mito Uzumaki for the first time. I see, so you have seen Uzumaki before because of your reaction. Naruto said, "Oh, I was just mesmerized by your hair," Naruto said, as the girls were giggling. "Oh, our little brother is quite the player, isn't he, Toby?" "I guess he is." "Toby, Hashi, leave now," as their father said, as both of the children were left alone. As Mito was quite aggressive, and Naruto came out panting from that room. "She agrees to marry me, I guess," Naruto said, and after that, Naruto let Mito in on their secret of what they were going to do. As after that, they rose to the ranks and brought their clans together, as in canon, but this time more strongly, as this time around, the village was also created, but not Konoha. Uzushio Gakure, as Uzumakis were also included in this time around to the village, as the other villages were also starting to pop up, but Naruto reunited almost all of the important clans. Kurosuchi and Oniki's clan, A's clan, as well as many different clans from all over the villages, meaning they were not able to reach as far as being recognized as the elemental nation, because only one nation existed, or more like kingdom, Uzushio Gakure, the single banner of the elemental nation, and everyone was under his banner, as Naruto was the king and he was ruling justly. As he sat down there now with his queens, which were none other than Hashi Senju, Tobi Senju, Madara Uchiha, as well as Izumi Uchiha, Hitomi Yuga, and Mito Uzumaki. As Naruto had also learned Adamantium Chakra Chains and became the Seal Master thanks to Mito, this time a perfect one. As Naruto has also gathered around all of the Bijus under his name, and they were recognized as the Titans of the Uzushio Gakure, not to be messed with, as they protected their homeland, as it was their duty, and they listened to their god, which was Naruto. And after that, many years passed and the life was going comfortable for Naruto, who was still the king, and everyone was surprised to find out that they were the gods now, and were worshipped as such in their nation. Suddenly, the Greeks appeared, Zeus, as well as Poseidon and Hades. These three were able to survive Kratos' attack. So you are that Kratos, traitor's student, the last legacy of his alive. We're going to extract our revenge of what he did to us on you. I see. So you are the pathetic beings which are called gods that were dealt by my sensei. Their sensei was nothing more than a mistake on our part, and now since he's dead, we have enough strength to appear now. Strength or more like courage to appear. But you're mistaken. I'm not just a god. I'm a primordial. Naruto said, his eyes glowed golden as Naruto towered over the three gods and beat the shit out of them and killed them. As Naruto then said, where have you been hiding? I will go there and make your every woman kneel down to me. Because that is how you see a man who is worthy enough, right? As in front of the Greek gods and the Mount of Olympus, the three big three were executed, and their wives were taken in as Naruto's. Even as far as taking their daughters, Athena, Artemis, except for Aphrodite, because she was a whore in Naruto's eyes, and she was killed off. She screamed of horniness as well as disgust in Naruto's eyes, and she was a stain on love's name. To be called the love of goddess was nothing more than to be ashamed of. After that, Naruto saw that they didn't even interact with their children, as the minor gods, who were now listening to their new king. Naruto became a justful king to them as well as ruling Uchiha with a mortal form there back in his village. He was taking care of Mount of Olympus now as well. They were beginning to know that their new king was much kinder than their previous one and listened to their needs and deeds as well. Naruto then came to know that Kronos was able to survive, and so were many other titans. Naruto took them down and took the war to them. Kronos has already started a revolt with many titans following him suit, and Gaia this time around as well. Naruto beat the hell out of every titan, as everyone witnessed that how strong he was. Kronos was literally erased from existence, and so was every other titan. But Gaia, Naruto couldn't bring himself to kill her, as she was crying, "You killed my children. You have murdered them all. They were innocent. They were not innocent. Your children have murdered and butchered down many of innocent, and you call them the innocent and victims here? They were trapped. They would have learned. They did not learn because you are the worst mother in the history. Don't you dare say that to me, Primordial. Even though you are stronger than me, you do not understand what a mother feels like because you never felt that love. You're right, I never did. My own mother abandoned me, so how could I feel that love?" As Gaia saw Naruto's pain in his eyes, as Naruto showed her his memories, I was not always a god. I was given this power, and I have done nothing more than justice. Justice in that world, because I've reunited all of them in love and peace under my banner, Uchiha. And not only that, I have brought peace into this land as well. No more demons attacking the children of the gods. This whole realm is safe. And I will be leaving my wife Hera in charge. She will be the queen who will be the overseer of everything. And helping her aside will be Athena and Artemis, who will be also here. As Naruto then spent time there and reconnected with all of the children there, Naruto told them that the big three were dead and they did not have to fight for them, do their quest for them. They could live their lives however they want. They have freedom now, and they will not be hunted by monsters. As the children at first at the camp were quite suspected of Naruto for this, but sooner than later, 1 year passed, nothing happened. 2 years passed and nothing happened, and they began to get comfortable. Naruto remained there for more 10 years, and Percy grew up and visited him somewhat time, because Naruto and Percy hit it off and became good friends. Even though Naruto was a god and Percy was a mortal, Naruto didn't discriminate. Percy didn't have to show any decorum or mannerism in front of him. Annabeth was quite shocked about this and Naruto's lackness of mannerism. And Hera was also quite annoyed by this because of her husband. He wasn't cheating on her, he already had many wives, and she was also one of them, but he didn't cheat on any one of them. If he wanted to marry one who says that she was in love with him, he asked all of them first if they give the consent, and then he married, otherwise he wouldn't. And that is why she felt pride in herself. As for Artemis, her scenario with Naruto was that she disliked Naruto at first, but after what he went through and his detest for the bird mother, she began to realize that not every woman in this world is as innocent and in need of help as she thought. Some males also do need help, and if they're not helped, they would turn to darkness, as if Naruto would have if he wasn't given the proper path of light. As after that, Artemis gave in the consent, and Naruto and Artemis were married, and so could be said for Athena. As for Hestia, she was hidden and kept herself as such, and so has Demeter, because they were scared of Naruto. But Naruto visited them and allowed them back to enter the Mount of Olympus and told them to not to be scared, even though they were, because he wasn't going to harm them. He would never. As Hera, Artemis, and Athena vouched for Naruto, and hence they were allowed to return. After that, their mother Rhea also visited them to see her son-in-law, but she fell in love with him because of his kindness and decorum as well. And Naruto again had to get consent of all of his wives, and they allowed it. Naruto was surprised that in Greek mythology there was nothing sort of like this, like you shouldn't marry the mother of your wife or so on, but since they were gods and titans, it was basically allowed because they didn't care about such things. After that, Naruto decided to visit many universes of different sorts. He visited the DC universe in which he had fighted off the god of destruction of some sort, as his name was Darkseid. Naruto literally beat the shit out of him and saved the whole universe there. And he also was surprised that they also worship Zeus and all, and in that dimension Zeus also existed. Naruto killed them all and showed them that his Hera and Zeus' wife Hera was different, and they didn't need to listen to Zeus. And as for the Amazons, they were also freed. And not only freed, Hippolyta, the mother of Diana, as well as Diana, also fell in love with Naruto. So Naruto had to marry them again. Naruto was getting seriously fed up with this marriage thing because he already had many wives, but he couldn't do anything. It was his demeanor to be respectful and kind to everyone, as he even was kind enough to Batman to let him meet his parents by bringing them back to life for an hour. And they were proud of their son Bruce, and Naruto was able to make a friend with Batman, and Batman was happy that he was able to meet Naruto. And not only that, same could be said for Superman, as he was able to meet his parents from Krypton as well. As after that, Naruto told them that he was a god from different dimension and was traveling from different dimension to dimension with his wives. And when asked where his wives were, Naruto told them that they were always watching. And Naruto told them to give them a sign, as Batman asked, and literally many signs were shown. 18 lightning bolts were struck down in a single place above Naruto's head, as Naruto's head was steaming only. See? They're mad at me because I married again. I don't get it. I asked them, they agree with this, and when I married, they're mad. Why did I increase the harem again? You have a harem? Flash asked. How many? I don't know, man. I lost the count. A playboy, as well as a kind-hearted soul. You know what? For a god, you're not as arrogant as I thought you would be. You know what? I'll take that as a compliment, Batman. Thanks. As after that, Naruto then said, my main mission is to wipe out the darkness, but I'll leave that to you guys because you are doing it much better than my way. Because I erased them, you keep them here to make an example out of them. As after that, Naruto took Joker and tied him down to an orb, and he gave him immortality. Why are you giving him immortality? Bruce asked with enrage. He has caused enough damage to this realm. Why have you done that? Because of his punishment, he will not be able to break free no matter what you do. You want to try? As Naruto shot him with a batarang, taking it out of it, impaling him in the chest. As Naruto then took it out, you killed him, Naruto. What is wrong with you? As Joker laughed again. See? He's immortal now. As Naruto then threw him into the sun, near it, he will revolve around only sun, not even exiting its orbit and not getting into the stratosphere of Earth. That is the most finest punishment for him. As every other villain was now literally leaking their pants with piss because of this punishment. being burnt by the heat of sun and then being revived again and double the pain. This will continue on for all eternity. Joker is already literally insane, but they weren't. They will feel it. Even Harley wasn't that much insane. So I guess everything is now done. I will be leaving now. I have to go back to Uchiha. My adventure ends here. I have been traveling for more than 500 years now. So maybe in the next time I see you, it will be in heaven. Yeah, I guess so. Bye, Bruce. Take care of yourself. And if you have any other trouble, just call me. I gave them the kunai. What does this supposed to do? Just throw it and I'll be there in a flash. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's my motto. Flash the fastest man alive. You wanna bet? You're so on. As Naruto then said to Flash, place this kunai wherever you want and make that mark as the finish line. Okay, you're so on. Ready, set, go. As Flash was given the head start for 2 seconds and then Naruto bent. And still when Flash reached it, Naruto was ahead of him. See? Aw man, I thought I was the fastest one alive. Well, not anymore. Make room for me now. I guess you're right. So, your adventure ends here, huh, Naruto? Yeah, I guess so, Barry. But I'm happy here. So after that, Naruto took his wives and Amazons with him to the Heaven Realm, where they were happy now. As Naruto went and back visited Uchiha, his son Sasuke, as well as Satsuki and many of other children were there now. Father, you have returned. I have, son. So, how is the Uchiha kingdom being holding up with your arms? It has been doing great. Nisama has been building walls and making contracts with the other minor villages, and they have also joined us. Our kingdom is expanding as we speak. I see. That is good, son. You have both done me proud, my children. You will both share the throne. Half and half kingdom. You will have to share this because I do not want to choose between one of you. Both of you have what it takes to become king. As both Itachi and Sasuke were happy. Father, I respect your decision, but I would like for you to give Sasuke the kingdom, while I will become the general. Are you sure about this, Itachi? Yes, 100% sure, because he's my brother, and if anyone can lead this village, this nation, it will be him. While I will be his advisor and guide him. Then so be it. Sasuke Uchiha, son of Madara Uchiha, you will be the new king of Uchiha, and you will be married off to Natsumi Uzumaki from the Uzumaki clan. Me too and my daughter, as you wish, father. As they were married off as the king and queen, as everyone hailed and respected them. Everything was going fine, and suddenly, from the depths of hell, one person appeared. Kushina Uzumaki, with karma seals more than 20. You have taken everything away from me. Kushina said, a zombie. How did she escape the hell that I have put her through? My daughter is frozen, Naruto, and it is because of you that this is happening. Erase. No, I can't go like this. Not now. I have to. No! As Kushina was gone again, or more like zombified Kushina. That woman, she should not exist. I have erased her existence once and for all now. As Naruto then decided it is time to visit those who are suffering for more than 500 years now. As Naruto went up in the space and gathered them around. Have you suffered enough? I guess not. Please, our Lord, have mercy on us. They begged all. They were gone sociopaths. They were broken, beyond repair. Each and every one of them. Erase, as all of them began to turn into dust. This is the least mercy I can give you. Now be gone. As after that, all of them were erased, never to be seen or heard of before. Ever again. As after that, Naruto turned back to his kingdom. Now a retired king, but still respected by many and worshipped as a god. While his children were ruling over, he was currently in his bedroom, as his wives were fighting over and his eyes were covered with dark circles after 1 month of this whole fiasco. Please be quiet. What do you mean be quiet, Naruto? Said Hashi, Tobi, as well as Madara, Izumi, and Hitomi, Mito, and basically Hera, Hestia, Athena, Artemis, and many, many more were there from DC Universe as well. Ah man, again, why did I marry all of you? Because you loved us and we love you. I guess I do. But I'm seriously tired, I need to sleep. As Hitomi then said, "You can sleep here, my lord, on my lap pillow." "No, he's going to sleep here on mine," said Hippolyta, as one by one they started to fight again. Oh my god. As Artemis then said, "Wanna go in my chariot? You can hide there and live. It's been a time since I visited Apollo." "Really? That guy is quite fun. We should visit him." "Yes, we should." As with their children, they decided to visit their camp in which their hunters remained, as well as Apollo, who was watching over them now. As Apollo was happy to see his nephew and nieces, as well as his sister and his brother in law, who was the most funniest dude he has ever met with, and their king. And the life was good for Naruto, the new primordial of all gods, and the watcher of the multiverse, as this was his new title. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. I know it's quite weird that I added on the DC Universe at the end, as well as the Percy Jackson one, but I thought why not throw that in the mix as a part of my own in this idea. I mean, yeah, since I was the one who was creating this idea, so why not add it in there? I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.